Hello friends, welcome back to another episode of the Achilles Twins Travel Show. This episode will be about Tajikistan with our friend Faridun Eshonkulov. Faridun is one of our best friends. He works here in Tajikistan in a bank, Eskhata bank. And the reason we decided to make an episode about Tajikistan for the third time is because we've received some questions from our listeners. Thank you for that, by the way. And also, we'll ask him some questions that we got asked a lot when we were traveling. So please enjoy our conversation with Faridun. Hi Faridun, welcome back.
Hi guys, how are you doing?
Yeah, we're doing great. And thank you for the dinner, by the way. It was delicious.
My pleasure.
So today we are at Faridun's place recording this episode about Tajikistan. And we had him before as an expat. He was talking about Turkey. So this time around he will talk about Tajikistan. Faridun, could you please tell us, is Tajikistan a safe country?
Yeah, thank you so much one more time for inviting me for the second time.
Yeah.
So, as you know that Tajikistan is a landlocked country located in Central Asia, and Tajikistan has got four neighbors: Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan, China, and Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
Definitely, Tajikistan is much more safer than its neighbors.
Okay.
Yeah, it's much more safer.
You mean Afghanistan?
Yeah, because the last time, so the Taliban in Afghanistan, a lot of information we can get from the news and what's happening there. Yeah. It's so bad, and I can say surely that Tajikistan is safe for all people, for Tajikistani people, and also for tourists who are coming to Tajikistan to visit our country.
Okay, it's good to know that. And I agree. I used to be a tour guide before, and it was quite safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What about English? Do people speak English here?
Yeah, of course. Tajikistan is a multilingual country.
Yeah.
A lot of people can speak many languages. The Tajik language is a national language.
Okay.
Maybe 100% or 95, 99% adult people, they are studying Russian at a school, at university, and they can surely speak in Russian. And also in the past decades, yes, so English is becoming more famous than Russian. Teenagers, they are studying English at school, and also students, yes, they are studying English at university.
Yeah.
And it's becoming more popular than Russian language, because by learning English, you can explore the world, and by learning English, if you learn it very well, you can take a TOEFL exam or SAT or IELTS and go abroad to study. Yes. So English language can open a new door.
Yeah,
so
you have
for
more
your future,
opportunities.
For your future. So I think that for the last 10 years, English is becoming more popular than Russian languages.
Okay. Let's talk about food.
Oh, okay.
How would you describe Tajik food? Is it heavy? Is it light? Is it oily?
Maybe all of them. Because a lot of Tajik cuisine, as we have got a lot of foods, yes, and each people in Tajikistan and each, each destination or maybe each part of Tajikistan, they have got their own food according to their tradition. For example, North Tajikistan, where we live in Khujan, yes, especially we like oshi palov, yes, it's plov, and also kebab, shashlik, we call it, and also samsa. Samosa, as you had a video about samosa and baroy on YouTube. Yeah. So the north part, we like these foods. But what about the south? Yeah, they have got kuru top.
Oh, okay.
They have got kuru top, and all the food, all the dishes are healthy and oily maybe, and. It depends how do you eat that food, yes? Okay. Maybe by eating kurutop, you will not add meat there. You will just eat how can I say?
Yogurt?
Like yogurt. Yeah, yogurt by bread adding there and some oil. You cannot put a lot of oil, because if you put a lot of oil, you can get a weight. Yeah? So it depends on how do we cook it.
Yeah. Do you think Tajiks like spicy food?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because I also don't like very spicy food. But when I eat light food, for example, as we eat today, mastova, yes, it's also very good to eat with pepper, yes. And some food, they don't need pepper. So Tajik people, they don't use to eat pepper spicy food.
Yeah, I would also add that in Tajikistan, meat is a big deal. People love meat,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's hard to find something vegetarian
Yeah,
here.
here is very hard because I don't think that the Tajik people maybe they are not vegetarian. Some of them.
Yeah.
I know one of them. She's a Buniso. That she has got this place where she's trying to explain the people that vegetarian food is also very healthy. Yes,
But
and
nobody's
they.
listening. Nobody's listening.
I don't know. I didn't go to her
Yeah.
classes.
Yeah, I see.
But yoga and vegetarian, yes, vegetarian food. She is trying to explain that vegetarian food is also very healthy for our body.
That's good.
Also, I want to add that in every Tajik home, in every Tajik family, the very special place it is take bread, naan. Yes,
Yeah.
we can eat bread with everything.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yes. Yeah,
So
sure.
without bread, we cannot eat something. Yes, we need to have a bread. For example, as for me, when I think that we don't have a bread at home, I think that we have nothing to eat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you have a bread, I think that it seems that you have got everything at your home. Yes?
Yeah.
Do you agree about this?
Yeah. We have it every day for breakfast, dinner, lunch.
Yeah, of course. Without naan, we cannot imagine our food. Yeah.
Yes. Is it homemade or you usually buy?
My breakfast I do at home. My mom cook it for me. As I work, and I do my lunch at some places. For example, at not restaurant. It's very
Cafe?
expensive here. It's cafe.
Yeah.
And dinner I do also at home.
Yeah. And you bake your own naan or you usually buy?
No, we usually buy, but in winter my mom bakes the bread at home.
Ah, I see. So if you have to choose, which one would you choose? Homemade or the one that you buy in, let's say, in the shop? Be careful.
Definitely I choose to buy from a shop.
Oh yeah, don't let your mom listen to this
She
podcast.
doesn't understand English, that's why it's not very
Yeah,
problem for me.
yeah.
No, I can say why, because there is a reason. You know that homemade bread, they can be two types. One type is you can bake bread in an oven.
Okay.
And one type you can bake bread in tandoor. Tandoor, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to translate it in English.
I think it's tandoor, yeah.
Yeah. So if you make if you bake bread in tandoor,
Yeah.
it's very delicious. But if you bake it in an oven, it's not as delicious as you can buy from a shop.
Okay, I see. So the one that you buy in the shop, that one is in tandoor.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It's very big. Do you know the place that bake bread? It's in Lermontov.
No.
Lermontov place. It's very
I've heard
famous
about that,
place.
yeah.
It's a very famous place. I don't know because Noni Lermontov it's called
Okay.
because of its place.
Oh.
It's located in the Lermontov street, and they bake very delicious, very delicious bread. It's cost not cheap.
Yeah.
It's expensive. I can say maybe
How much?
7 somon.
It's like 70 cents.
60
cents.
Yeah.
Well, 60 cents.
Yeah.
But it's expensive.
It's expensive here.
Right? Because you
It's
can buy.
expensive for Tajik people.
Yeah, you can buy
Yeah.
for 2 samani, for 3 samani.
Did you see a bread for 2 somoni?
Yes, yeah.
Really?
In
Yes.
Panchanbe,
In
the
Panchanbe
local
you can
market.
But
Yeah.
look, if you compare the bread from Lermontov
Yeah.
and the bread who costs 2 somoni,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Of course, yeah.
difference is
It's-
from
yeah, huge.
it's very huge difference you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you buy one Lermontov bread, yes, it costs 7 somon. But if you buy 3 bread which costs 2 somoni,
Yeah.
the weight is the same.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the one for 7 somoni, it's quite heavy.
It's quite heavy and it's made from oil and milk.
Oh.
The bread which is made by water and
yeah.
flour,
Okay.
yeah, it's not as delicious
Yeah.
as the
Lermontov.
bread, yes, that made from oil and milk.
Oh, cool. What about the prices? You can compare with China. You've been to China and Istanbul, so you can compare. Do you think Tajikistan is expensive?
Definitely yes.
Yes.
Really?
Really.
Why?
If you
More
if you
expensive than
compare, no, it's expensive. It's also expensive than China. It's also expensive than Turkey. Really, because everything that we eat here, maybe many of them, we import them from other countries. China, they can produce themselves. You know, I love Turkey very much.
Oh, yeah,
really.
we know that.
I fall in love with Istanbul.
Okay.
Because I lived there for 8 months, and you can compare that, but prices in Istanbul is much more cheaper than Tajikistan. For example, if you can buy here a meat for 85 or 90 somoni per kilogram, it costs 60 lira in Istanbul. 60 lira means that 60 somon, yes?
Yeah.
So if you can compare just other local currency, 60
okay.
lira and 90 somon, yes? If you just compare it.
Okay.
So our meat is much more expensive.
I see.
So about other products, I can surely say that it's also expensive. For example, Nutella.
Yeah.
I like it very much because we can eat in the breakfast with the bread, yes.
Yeah.
And 30 gram of Nutella costs here 80 or between 80 and 85 somoni.
Okay.
While in Turkey it costs 25 lira.
What about transportation?
Transportation is cheap enough.
Yeah.
It's cheap enough. It was 1.5, but
Somoni, yeah.
from September 1st, it just jumped to Somoni because of the gas.
Yeah.
But it's more expensive than the country that's located in Central Asia.
Oh, okay.
More than
Uzbekistan. More than Uzbekistan, definitely more than in Kyrgyzstan. When I have been in Tashkent, a lot of taxi are there. If you can just stop any car and you can say that I want to go to some places, for example, for Samarkand Palace, and you can just say the price. Yeah, it costs at least, for example, 10,000 sum. Yes.
Yeah.
10,000 sum. It's approximately
like
10 somon.
10 somoni.
Yeah, it's
Almost
really cheap.
$1?
Yeah, almost $1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you need to be in Tashkent and you can try this one. You can stop any car and you just say the destination that you want to go. You can just say a price. They will agree and they will give you a lift.
Oh, okay. What about accommodation?
Accommodation?
Yeah.
Renting, you mean?
Renting, you mean, or buying the house?
Okay, let's talk about renting.
I don't know exactly about the renting because I think that all Tajik people, they have got their own houses, yes. And the renting problem, it's not very huge problem in Tajikistan, yes?
Yeah, some students,
They need to rent.
Students, in their education period from September till May, there is a problem with renting because to the student, they think that the landlord think that if I will give my house to the students, they will destroy it, they will bring a lot of friends, they will do something bad at my home or at my house.
So it's not that common.
Yeah, it's not common in Tajik community, I think. But also we have got a dormitory. Students who come from other cities or other villages, they can stay in a dormitory. But of course, the dormitory is not enough for all of them. They need to rent a house. And I don't know how much does it cost. Maybe when I was in 20 micro district, my last place of living, one room, one bathroom, one kitchen. So this is a house. The house has one room, one kitchen, and one bathroom. They lived 4 guys, and they paid 250 somon per person. So totally, it was 1,000 somon per month.
Okay.
It was 1 year ago. Yeah.
1 year ago.
1 year ago.
Okay. Yeah.
But if you want to buy a house here, so it depends on the location where you do to buy it. If it's new houses that are building in Hujan, you can see a lot of skyscrapers. A lot of houses are building now, and it depends on where you do want to buy a house. If it's located near the center, you can buy, for example, $700 per square meter. So it depends of the location where do you want to buy.
Okay, gotcha.
So what do you think? What are the misconceptions people have about Tajikistan?
Oh my God, very hard question
Okay,
to answer.
Russians, they have very different misconceptions.
I also can say about the Russian mentality about Tajik people. For example, we all know that Tajik people, they migrate to Russia to work and to earn a little bit money to send them to their family to feed them, yes? And one misconception about Tajik people is that Russian people think that all Tajik people, then they are uneducated.
Yeah.
They don't have education.
From the mountains.
Yeah, they are from mountainous land. They came from the mountains to Russia, yes. We are also guilty because migrants who go to Russia, yes, to earn some money, they don't speak Russian language very well.
Yeah.
They have got an accent. By this way, I can say that Russian people, they give attention to people accent. If you don't speak Russian very clearly, they say that, oh my God, how do you speak Russian? They don't accept your speaking.
Yeah.
They don't accept your speaking skills. They say just you are an immigrant.
Yeah.
So they will say that you are like a second sort of people.
Yeah.
They think like that.
Yeah, that's it.
And all Tajik people, they just come to Russia to work in buildings, to build some house, to make dirty works. They are because Tajik people, when they go to Russia to earn money, they are just working in a low-pay jobs.
Yeah. So that's about Russia. What about other parts of the world? They don't know.
Maybe they don't know about Tajikistan.
They don't know about Tajikistan. Yes.
Yeah, really. When I was abroad, so when I say Tajikistan, they don't know where it's located. But when I say it's near the Afghanistan, they all know Afghanistan very well.
Yes.
So they also think that Afghanistan, drugs, criminals, victims, they are also happening in Tajikistan. Their imagination, their opinion about Tajikistan is like that because of our neighbor. Yeah, but they don't know Tajikistan. But if we say that we are neighbor with Afghanistan and other countries in Central Asia, oh my God, you are from Afghanistan, you have got drugs in your pocket, you have got guns, you are just fighting. But it's not true, of course.
Okay.
I'm so happy that we live in a very peace country. Yeah. We don't have a war, thanks God, yes. And we have got everything. A lot of beautiful places are building, restaurants, cafes, yes, parks, yeah. If you can say if you want to go to Dushanbe, as you will go, yes, the next week. You can just see what's the difference between Khuja and Dushanbe because it's getting one of the, how can I say, most beautiful city in Central Asia.
Dushanbe.
Yeah, it's much more beautiful than Tashkent, I think.
Wow,
really, yeah.
Okay.
Dushanbe is much more beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, so the population of Dushanbe is getting, I think maybe it's exceed 1 million people.
Yeah.
It was 800,000 maybe 2 or 3 years ago. But now, because of the, how can I say, suburbs, if you will go to Dushanbe, you can also go to KFC because it's opening. The franchises.
Wow, we don't have it here yet in Khujan.
We don't have McDonald's, we don't have KFC.
We don't have McDonald's.
Taj
Yeah, we got a Taj Burger.
Yeah. When do you think is the best time to visit Tajikistan?
As you know, that Tajikistan is a continental country with a continental
we have 4 seasons.
climate. Yeah, we have got 4 seasons. And as for me, I think that the best place, the best month to come to Tajikistan, the best season, it's starting from March till September.
Okay.
So spring and summer seasons. Because in spring we have got very beautiful holiday called Nowruz. We celebrate it for more than 1 week. And all people and all guests who are coming to visit Tajikistan, they can come in March and between 20th and 25th of March. And they can see the beautifulness of the Nowruz holiday.
Yeah, what I also like about Nowruz is that people wear traditional dresses, especially girls. Atlas, we call it Atlas. And also the nature is so beautiful.
Yeah, the nature is so beautiful. The weather is so nice. After the winter, the birds are singing, yes. And you know that now is a celebration of the Persian New Year. And if other countries, for example, also Tajikistan, including Tajikistan, will celebrate the New Year 31st of December. This is a national holiday. We celebrate a New Year for 2 times a year. Nowruz and the 31st of December. So Nowruz is the best time to visit Tajikistan. A lot of beautifulness. Everywhere is a flower. Yes, we can see flower everywhere. And beautifulness of and girls are beautiful. They are wearing Tajik national dress.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
and we have a holiday for 1 week. This is the this is the best thing for workers. Yes,
Yeah.
because I'm waiting to have a holiday for 1 week.
Yeah.
To go to somewhere. Yes, to go,
Okay.
for example, to Dushanbe, to other places to visit.
Yeah. What about people who would like to go to the mountains?
Yeah, also we have got a lot of mountain in Tajikistan. You know that 93% of Tajikistan are mountains. And for example, in Sugd region we have got Shahristan, Panjaken, Artuch. Yes,
Yeah,
they
mountains.
are fun mountains. Yeah, they can go and visit there.
Probably summer is the best time if you like hiking and swimming, right?
Yeah, of
that's
course.
in June, July, August.
June, July, August.
Yeah.
In winter, there is nothing to do in Tajikistan because the weather is very cold, but we don't have a snow.
We have
It's not
sometimes.
snowing.
In Fujian we don't have
Yeah,
snow,
in
but
Fujian we don't have
in
a snow.
Dushanbe-
In Dushanbe, maybe somewhere. In Pamir, they have got they've got a snow. Also, Pamir Highway is the best place to visit because
Silk
it's
Road.
Silk Road. It's one of the beautiful places in Tajikistan, really.
Oh yeah, you said there is nothing to do in winter,
Mm-hmm.
right? There are some people who would like to see the winter because for example, in Malaysia, it's hot every day, right?
Yeah.
They have no winter. They come to countries like Tajikistan, Uzbekistan. We had a person who was flying from Malaysia to Uzbekistan just to see the winter.
Maybe in Uzbekistan there is a snow in winter season, but in Tajikistan, if the tourists come to Tajikistan to see the winter season, they can go to Safed Dara.
Yeah.
Safed Dara is a mountainous, place. Mountainous place with a lot of snow.
Go skiing.
Go skiing. There are a lot of attractions there you can do in Safed Dara, but it's not cheap. I need to say. For example, per night in winter season, one room for one person maybe it costs $50 or $75.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Tajikistan it's a lot.
For
is quite expensive.
Tajikistan,
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's a huge money.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you would like to add, Faridun?
I can say that if you want to see something new, for example, not very high-tech places, yes, with not a lot of skyscrapers, you can come to Tajikistan because Tajikistan it's just starting developing, yes, and you can see something else. And when I went to China for the first time, I see a lot of lanterns. I said, "Oh my God, it's totally different place." Yes, it was for the first time to see something new. And other people who wants to come to Tajikistan, they will be definitely shocked and maybe surprised at the same time to see Tajikistan. Yeah. Welcome to Tajikistan if you want to feel something new.
Yeah, and try some non-local bread.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
All right, Faridun, thank you so much. And where should people go to find more about you online?
Yeah, I have got my Facebook account, Instagram account.
Okay.
So I can give you the link and you can...
Sure. I will add it in the description.
Yeah, you
so
can add
people-
to the description of the
Yes.
podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much, Faridun, for taking the time and for the dinner.
Thank you so much one more time for inviting me. I hope that this podcast will have a lot of listeners.
Yeah, I hope it will be useful for those who would like to come to Tajikistan so they can learn a little bit more.
If they have any questions, they can feel free to contact me or contact you.
Oh, that's so kind of you. All right, thank you so much.
Bye-bye, guys.
If you enjoyed this episode, you might enjoy the episode about South Korea with our guest Yen Kim. Here's the preview trailer.
A lot of people are obsessed about beauty, and I think one part is because of like a lot of K culture, and it's very widespread. A lot of people in the world watch about it, and because there are a lot of audience, people set like the beauty standards, especially in Korea, having like double eyelids, big eyes, and then very straight nose. And then, I guess that's like a beauty standard, and a lot of Koreans want to fit in it. So a lot of students in middle school and high school, they get double eyelid surgery. And it's sort of like a culture, but not everyone does it. But that's a big issue, and people can be very stressed about it sometimes.